We are live. Thank you for tuning in to Naijha Speaks. I'm Naijha Wright Brown, your host, and I'm here to help you. So let me help you find your vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. Gotta get the culture in there.
That's it.
Who's ready for Juneteenth?
Woo!
Next week, there's so much stuff going on in
Yeah.
all communities around Juneteenth. How about a Black vegan experience? My guest
Yes,
today
sir.
would like to invite you to Richmond, Virginia to experience all of that and more. Let's welcome Vonettia Calloway.
Good
Yay!
morning. Thank you
How
for
are you
having
doing?
me. Hey,
Oh,
everybody.
man, it's always a pleasure because I know you're doing the damn thing out there on the Black Vegan Experience tip. So definitely wanted to get you on because there's so much Juneteenth stuff going on all over. You know,
Mhm.
I'm here in
Mhm.
Baltimore. They gonna be holding it down on the Juneteenth stuff. We'll be talking about more about that next Thursday. So make sure you tune in. But this Thursday, today,
Mhm.
we want to talk about what's going on in Richmond. Talk
Yes,
to us
yes.
about the
And I
Black
got my
Vegan
ticket for yours
Experience.
too.
Oh, well, we gonna get to that too.
Oh wow, y'all.
Welcome,
So
Vonetta. What's
thank you
going on?
guys. So I've been riding around finishing up some stuff, but I would love to have everyone jump in. You guys know Slutty Vegan are coming back through. We're gonna have a whole physicians panel this year instead of just Dr. Mill speaking independently. We'll get to hear some different voices chime in, heart doctor, wellness practitioner. We're gonna actually have a naturopathic physician talking about energy and balance, which is phenomenal that I'm not even going to try to summarize. And our very own Dr. Cena Madison, who is here in the Richmond, Virginia area and has a plant-based practice. So that's exciting. We also have been able to tie in some animal activism, which has been lacking at our events in the past. Not for me not trying, but you know how it is. Again, just everybody getting back together since COVID. So we'll have the Humane League on deck. The SPCA will be here. And Peter Kids has sent Ellie the elephant. So we are so excited to have an interactive kids zone because we do know when parents have somewhere to bring their babies, they still stay a little longer. They enjoy the event as well. And it's a whole family event. You don't have to worry about alcohol being on premises, people cutting up. We'll have police security. We'll have food vendors. We'll have merch vendors, plant-based dripping. Grape will be on scene. I've asked him to bring a special Juneteenth tea with him. I don't know if it's going to come through or not, but I'm going to get mine if he have. I'm going to be first to lie. So we'll also have vocal performances. We'll have some Zumba demonstrations, food demonstrations, fitness demonstrations from Coach Robert Moore. And one of our special guests is our PhD, Dr. TJ Bradford, coming all the way from Mississippi to teach you how to grow your own food. This is a way to empower us that I don't think a lot of folk have considered through that lens. And not only will we be able to do it, the adults that'll be interested, but we'll actually have that happening in the kids zone as well. And how powerful is that to have the children playing in the dirt, planting seeds and seeing something that they can grow and eat themselves? I think that changes the whole narrative with young eyes and minds and hearts when it comes to plants and the fruits and vegetables. We're all also going to have a juicing station for those of you who can't get your kids to eat their vegetables or eat their fruits. Maybe they'll drink them. So that's just going to be another exciting component. Just loving the idea of having a capital area health network also tied to us. You guys know the actualization of the entire event was to make sure we were addressing the health issues, the health disparities that plague Black and Brown communities, and to have capital area health network tie into us to do those free community health assessments was everything. So just being able to see the vision come together. We'll have another couple of nonprofits jumping in to raise awareness and some funds for their organizations. Everyone that is ticketed, the parking will be free. Otherwise, we're gonna have to work out some other scenarios, but I don't want to leave anybody out. There, I mean, it's gonna be games in addition to all
Well,
the other
I got
fun
the
stuff.
flyer. Like, so you don't have to leave anybody out. Let's turn this off and let's look at the flyer. So the Juneteenth Vegan Experience, and everybody, if you're on your laptop or your mobile phone, there goes the QRG scan code. You can do it right now. Should be able to do it right. It's
Yeah,
presented by the committee of what's the name? The committee of the
consciousness.
conscious. Exactly. June 17th. That's June 17th in Richmond, Virginia, 10 to 5 outside the Flying Squirrel Stadium. I love it. The Flying Squirrel just ties right in. A
That's it.
full day of fun. Um, Is there? I'm going to bring up your website so we can see what it looks like, the agenda, times for certain things. Is all that laid out on the website?
I
So
think we have basically what is going to be going on. The times have not been finalized because we've
okay,
had some doctors that have some things that are shifting. So
I
that
love
will
to
be
bring up
posted over
websites.
the weekend. Yes.
Okay, but we're gonna bring it up so people can take a look at the
Yes, go.
beautiful.
You can get your tickets through Eventbrite directly, or we have it linked into our page. We have all of the event contributors also listed, our vendors listed. I'm excited. Sam's Club for the first time is going to be joining us. And I love the fact that, through the nonprofit lens, I've been able to coach not only Sam's Club, but some other businesses and how to add vegan options to their menu to make sure they're incorporating that, because it is about inclusivity and empowering people, protecting our animals, protecting our planet. And it's just not a one-wop deal. This is a lifestyle commitment.
E-
And so we want to help people help people.
Exactly, exactly. So we're gonna bring the website up now.
And Sunny Speaks will
Uh,
be hosting. You
oh, I
guys know
love
about
her.
Sunny,
I love
all the way from
Sunny.
Florida, FAMU. She always gonna represent FAMU. So I just go ahead and throw it out there before we get started.
Yeah, I got to pass by FAMU when I was down there in Tallahassee for the Tallahassee Veg Fest that they had earlier this year. So I was so happy. They have like a cool vegan spot down there called, a couple
Mm,
of them, the social vegan, and then I went to Hemplade. That was pretty cool too. So I had a good time in Tallahassee. So the website is the Black Vegan Experience .net or .com. You can pull it up those ways, right?
yes, ma'am.
And look at that. Look, there goes Sunny right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yay!
These
You
are
can.
images from our prior events. I wanted to put in a little bit of everything so people
I
could
was
see.
there in
Yeah.
Houston.
Oh,
That's
that's
the first
right.
one I
That's
went to. I
right.
went to the
Yes.
Houston one. Yeah, yeah. I was in Houston
It
at the
came
Black
through.
Vegan Experience. Yes. Can we
Yeah.
show the video?
Go for it.
All
Let's go
right.
for it.
Black Vegan Experience. Come on.
Yeah, they go with that. They doing it. I love
She
it.
tricked me.
Uh
Really cool, like how all of our things that are just like inherent about our people just stayed with us over years and years.
oh.
Look at all the weight she's lost by
I
going to, I mean, so
know.
proud of her.
Yes.
If God told you that means why are people eating corpses?
I like to think of him as Uncle Mills.
Yes. Oh my God. Great. Oh, too cute.
I saw somebody with vegan edge control. I said, who is gonna lick that and try that? Like, who's gonna verify that?
Only
Fill
Mike.
out, lick your
Only
edges.
Mike.
Come on now, who's gonna do that?
I love it.
Yep. See, I
Okay,
forgot the
y'all.
fashion show. Yes. So.
Oh, yeah, you got it all in there. That's what's up. Fashion, health, food. Yes. And see, that's the whole thing about when we're putting on events as a Black culture that some of the mainstream vegan entities need to realize we do it a little different.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
it's the culture. It's
It's the
about the
culture.
culture. People are into the jewelry and the waist beads and the fashion and the food. Like it's a whole lot.
Mhm.
It's a mall. Like we
Mhm.
got something out here in Baltimore called the Black Ass Flea Market. Because sometimes that's what people just want to shop and they want to do that and then they want to
Right.
do this and then they
Right.
do that. Sometimes you go to Veg Fest, and this was the whole idea behind the Vegan Soul Fest when me and Brenda put it together. We need to feel like we're really in this movement, and it takes all of that you just
Yes.
shown in that video, because that's what's going to get people to go. We want to hear our music, we might want to hear a little comedy,
Yeah.
poetry,
You gotta
shopping,
give them
all of that.
everything.
That's how you have to do it if you want to bring the non-vegans out, because sometimes it's not about vegans, it's about non-vegans. And if we're trying to get to that market, you got to do things that attracts them to your events
Right.
and
And
put
they don't get
some
it.
dollars behind that. Okay. Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
let's go into the comments that we're receiving. Ellie the Elephant, yes, thanks for tuning in, Christina. Ellie the
Yeah.
Elephant is gonna be there. That is so great. True believer, if kids plant it and watch it grow, they will eat it. Yes, and on the strength,
Mhm.
boy Blaze, thanks for tuning in. We have a question. Thanks for tuning in, JD. Thank you, ladies. Are Black farmers being included in your events?
I have invited farmers. The challenge with having a Juneteenth vegan experience, like you said, Father's Day weekend is Juneteenth weekend. There are other events going on. They have been invited, the local farmers from Petersburg, from Richmond. If you know any that are not, that have not had a place to go, they don't have an event for that day, tell them, send me the information. I would love to have them included. We will be using fresh fruits and vegetables from World Up Organization. They will be on scene. So bring some more. We'll love that.
Yes, the Black farmers should be represented at this event. We're talking about food sovereignty, growing your own food, and that is a big, huge component when we're talking about this vegan and
Hmm.
plant-based space. Growing your own food, eating whole food, plant-based. Yes, we can get with the vegan junk food because I eat it all, but we all know that
Hmm.
whole food, plant-based products are the
Yep.
best. It's about
Yep.
health in our community because we have the highest disparities when it comes to diabetes and obesity
Kidney
and
disease, high
all
blood
of that.
pressure, everything.
So we
Hmm.
have to eat right. We can't be doing too much processed stuff. Okay.
Right.
In moderation. In moderation. You know what I'm saying? We still
Hmm.
need to focus on the health. Yes, it is amazing. Thanks for tuning in. Leswell Brown. My last name is Naijha Wright Brown. We might be a little related and the marriage, whatever. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, it is amazing. When I went to Houston and saw it on that scale, I was like, okay, this is so cool. So it is going to be amazing. And thanks for tuning in, Tom. Always glad to have you here. Tom is loyal. He's always tuning in to the show.
Hello,
A
Tom. Thank
vegan,
you.
a vegan world is very possible, and it doesn't have to be expensive if we follow certain guidelines and protocols. And a lot of that has to do with people being brainwashed into consuming commercial products. It doesn't have to be about all of these vegan commercial products. Let's go back to the garden and go back to the basics and
Hmm.
eat holistically, whole
Yes.
food, plant based.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? All
Yes.
right.
And I
How
have to
many
tell
years?
you, I had to
Okay.
tell people, I had to put out a disclaimer because there was so many people asking me these random questions. And of course, people are going to, attack us and say that we're being racist. And I would tell them, hey, let's have a conversation. Let's have a quick meetup. Let's
Racist to
do a face
who?
to face.
Racist to who? We
Yeah,
can't be racist. We're not
I mean, I'm
impressing
just like,
nobody.
what in the
Folks,
world? I
stop
said
with
the
the
event is
racist
open to
comments.
everyone. You don't have to be black. You don't have to be vegan. It's titled that way to draw out black and brown communities who may not connect to veganism. That's all. And so it's one of those things where do you really want to be educated or you just want to sow more dissension? This is a
Exactly.
family event for all family, black, brown, yellow, green, whatever the case may be. And so you come and get loved on, then you go back and tell the people the truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a blessing. I also wanted, when you're talking about the farmers, I was able to connect to Virginia State University. They have a whole program that's connected to minorities in agriculture. So any of you watching who are curious, who want to dive into that a little deeper, please reach out to them in their programs to see how you can get connected. If you're going into agriculture, you want to do the farming, you want to feed the community, let them know that you have some interest. They have some great programs and some great professors over there that are doing this work as well.
I love it. I love how you said, because this whole thing about, because something says black, we get it when people see black veg society, and oh, could they call something white veg society? You did it for centuries. Just stop with the nonsense. We're not oppressing anybody. Stop being afraid of the word black and give back to black. That's what you need to be doing. Show up, patronize the vendors, eat some good food, make some donations, and stop with all the shenanigans, and show your support, because I'm tired of it. I really am. It makes me
Yeah,
sick. Um,
yeah.
how many years have you been doing this, Vonettia? And what are all the other cities that you tour on with the vegan experience?
This is our seventh event in total. This is our third year having it in Richmond. Obviously, you all know what happened in 2020 when Tabitha Brown was slated to be our MC. Lady Vegan was also going to be on the scene. And the world shut down the day before. So we had to do a 2.0 when it was safe-ish to come back together. We still had to do all of the protocols with social distancing and masks and all that fun stuff. If people were led to do so, hand washing. Some of them still don't do. Anyway, I'm sorry. So you were asking about the other places. We've done the event in Houston. So we've had the Houston Vegan Experience, the Orlando Vegan Experience, the Charlotte Vegan Experience. And this year, outside of the Juneteenth Vegan Experience, we will be headed back to fulfill our requirements in Tulsa. So the Tulsa Vegan Experience and the Atlanta Vegan Experience. And so, when you learn about the race massacre that was hidden a long time from the history books, I was like, how can we do an event that's about empowerment and bringing economics, support without going to Tulsa? It's something I want to do anyway. I want to go. I want to go be a part of that. I want to see history come alive in front of me. And I don't want to do it by myself. I want to take my family. I want to take my friends. The best way to learn, and you guys know I'm a teacher. So the best way to learn is to be immersed in the culture. And so we got to go and do that. Got to put some feet on the ground. And at the Greenwood Cultural Center, there is so much to learn. Your mind will be blown at what
Wow.
was left out of the history books. And so just to see the people, support the people. And in Atlanta, I'm like, why are we going to Atlanta? And I believe it was Sunny that was like, Miss Calloway, listen, you can't have a black vegan experience without going to Atlanta. I was like, but they already got it. They don't
Right.
need me. That's
Right.
the black mecca for veganism. And she
Right.
said, yes, but they don't have you, and you have a different way that you approach it. And you never know who you can reach that somebody else can't. And the exciting thing about the Atlanta vegan experience, and we'll see how it goes. I can't name drop it till everything, contracts, whatnot. But because we're hosting the Atlanta vegan experience on Veterans Day, you guys know my baby behind the scenes, Sergeant Calloway, rather, retired, is a disabled veteran. So we want all the veterans to be able to come out. I really want them to wear their uniforms. I think we will all appreciate that in so many ways, but it's not required.
I
But
love
to
it.
have, have the veterans honored, for you guys to be able to support the organizations that support them when they're no longer able to work, or they just need support, or their families need support. We'll make sure everyone's on scene. Our military will be getting in for free. So I'm excited about that part. Just waiting to announce the venues.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, you said, but you are doing amazing things. So I'm glad that we were able to connect. If you want to talk about any of the challenges that you need to overcome, from festival organizing or even disseminating this type of information into the community, what can the viewers do to support you? So talk about those challenges and talk about what people can do to support you.
Absolutely. So, guys, as far as I know, Black-owned businesses, let alone, Black-owned nonprofits, we don't get the same support as, our counterparts. And sometimes we are just overlooked in general, underserved in general. So what you can do to support is share this. If you have business associates that want to sponsor, that want to give back, either you're going to give it to Sam or you're going to give it out in advance. Write a check, support us. Everything is on posted. You can find our 501c3 information. If you live out of state or you live locally and you have something else going on, buy a ticket. DM us and say, hey, I bought 10 tickets. It's for 10 people to come for free. But we know that the ticket is supporting the cost of the event. So we wanted to let you know this is what we're doing. I appreciate that. The people that are coming will appreciate that. You have somebody in your family that has been sick or that has passed from some kind of illness that could have been prevented or been improved, and yet they did not reach out or didn't know who to reach out to. We have a whole panel of physicians. We have nutritionists. We have coaches that'll be on scene. Maybe this is the way to get them around the information, to get them around the people that it can empower them and help them improve their health. So that's one way you can support. You can always write a check for a donation in general, and send it to 1750 Route 1, Suite 12, Chester, Virginia 23831. It is also in all the information on the website. You can make a donation directly from the website, and follow us on IG, follow us on Facebook, tag us, share us. Social media is the way a lot of people are connecting. Sometimes some people are disconnecting, but that's how we're going to share with the world, is word of mouth, getting it out there. The newspapers can't do the whole job for us. The radio stations can't do the job for us, but word of mouth goes everywhere. And we want you to have a good experience. We want you to come and see what we're talking about. You don't have to be vegan. You don't have to be Black. You just have to have an open mind. And I hope you come with an empty belly, because you're going to get some good stuff. Just to continue to love. Oh, I am also asking if you are feeling led to the colors of the world. If you guys have seen the crayons, I feel like they speak to diversity, and Juneteenth is all about celebrating the diversity and the freedom within that. Grab some coloring books from me if you want. The My Colors Coconut is the coloring book I published last year, and grab those crayons, the markers, the color pencils. It says Colors of the World. I had posted it on our Facebook page. I can post it again. But I just believe that if we share that with the babies, one, they'll color in all these beautiful coloring books that Peter has brought for the kids. Take them home. I would love to do a little coloring contest, but we got to make sure we have enough colors in the box, right? So that will be fun. Something for them to take along. Something for you contribute. You to contribute if you're not, as apt to send money, or you want to send a check, or you want to do something in addition. That you can see before your eyes. I sent those crayons. Oh, I sent those markers. Look at the babies just having a great time. Maybe even their parents will sit down and color with them, because there's a disconnected in families too. We need to have more events where they're doing things together, because that's how we rebuild what was kind of lost during the pandemic, where people just went into isolation and just didn't know what to do besides jump on the phone and watch a TikTok. So unless you're watching one to learn how to do something differently, how to change something you're eating, let us help you, coach you into doing a meatless Monday. Let's help you do a vegan challenge. Somebody I think I met a long time ago, when we were doing some tab Facebook groups. She said she went vegan because of a challenge in her office. She was the one that lasted the longest and won $2,500. I could get behind that,
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you again, Tom. Yes, it's a myth. Veganism is expensive. How much do lentils cost? And we eat lentils a lot around here. My husband loves to cook lentils. The defense rests. And yes, urban farms are becoming a thing all over. So I'm glad to see that they're happening in Chicago. Many empty lots are becoming gardens. Paige, shout out to Paige up there. Hi, thanks for tuning in. Yes, all of this is so powerful, and it's definitely more powerful when you put some support behind it. Vonettia has impressed me over the years since I met her, with all of the work that she's been doing. And sometimes the question comes up, even when you're talking to funders, like, well, why do we need more than one Black veganist or Black vegan? We need hundreds. We need one in every single city in this country. We need one internationally in every country over that.
Absolutely.
We need a lot.
Absolutely.
So the question is not about one, it's about all the needs that are happening, because Richmond has their needs, Baltimore has their needs, Chicago has their, you know what I'm saying? So I love to see when these societies and these movements grow in the Black vegan space. So keep doing what you are doing, please. Anything else that you like to share? Any other upcoming events that you're working on? I know you hinted to some things,
Yes.
or any projects that you like to mention
Yes,
before we
I
take.
will. I'll throw them out there, and you guys can reach out through volunteermatch.org to volunteer. But Committee of Consciousness, this is our annual fundraiser, but we do participate in local outreaches where we go out into the community. We partner with some of the churches or other community organizations. We've been, with the YMCA, with Liberation Church, with another business. We actually go in, and New Vegan has been an amazing sponsor and provided food for us to take
I
and
love
sample.
New Vegan.
Yes,
We got it here
yes,
in Baltimore too. I love them.
yes, yes. So they get a sample size plate, and people might be thinking they're being teased, but it's just for you to be introduced to the food, and they're not allowed to even have a plate unless they take everything, because it's to remove the stereotypes in your mind, what veganism is, what vegan food is, that it's flavorless, that it's one way. No, it's so much diversity with cooking the food as well. So again, thank you, New Vegan. You guys rock. I appreciate what you help me do in the communities. And guys, just jump in. We usually do outreaches once a month, beginning of the month with Liberation Church. And then if I have one that kind of pops up because somebody's asked me to come and join them so we can have that available, then I will post it on our nonprofit page, Conscious Crew #4U.
Awesome. Yes, New Vegan is my number one spot when I get down to Richmond. Even though we have one here in Baltimore, when we get to Richmond, that like as soon as I'm done with that drive, we go on to New Vegan to go get some. But last
Exactly.
year, I had my
Exactly.
11-year-old daughter and her friend with us when we went to the Soul Vegan Block Party, and that was the first stop.
Wow.
We're going to New Vegan, and they just hit. And I
What's your
just
favorite?
recently went to. I've always been a seafood person before I
Okay.
became vegan, so I always like to have any of the like the fried fillet type of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into that, and
That's
I
my
just
favorite.
went
Mm-hmm.
to the one here in Baltimore probably a couple of months ago for the very first time since they've been open, and that's what I had. I had a fried fish fillet, and then they had this dessert like a blueberry cheesecake. Like they are just I love them. Like they are the go-to for real, for real. Okay. Someone has a question. Hi, what are your thoughts on relocating to Africa as a Black American?
Well, I'm planning on going to help other Africans do veganism. So, but moving, I don't think my husband's gonna go.
Yeah, I think I'm probably in the same boat. I mean, Black Veg Society supported the Veg Fest Nigeria that just passed late last month. So definitely making the trip to Africa is in the cards soon. Probably not this year, but definitely 2024. We'll see how that works. So relocating, no, I gotta know the culture. I gotta know how it is. I gotta know, about the women empowerment. All those issues and liberties that I gotta really look into, because sometimes you're going places and you really don't know where you stand.
Exactly.
As an individual, as a woman, and a Black woman, and
Exactly.
multicultural, and they said my mouth might be a little bit too much for some of these areas, but I don't want to get slapped.
Right.
You understand? So y'all better get it together in these other
Yeah.
countries.
They'll have you in timeout for sure.
The birth of the nation. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's called Mother Nature for a reason. Respect the queens. That's all I gotta say about that. Respect the queens, and let's start with the oppression and the abuse and all that other stuff. Equality. I guess that's what I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
Was there any other question? Let me bring up the flyer again so everyone can see. Get all this banner stuff out of the way. Juneteenth Vegan Experience in Richmond, June 17th, 10 to 5. Please follow at the Black Vegan Experience on IG, the blackveganexperience.com. Questions are on the flyer. All that's there. I did post a link to register for the event, so please do that. Show your support, show up, and show out. It's going to be an amazing time. Vonettia knows how to do the damn thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. And as you saw from the video, all the people that was in there, they rocking, popping, and lit and blazing. So you do not want to miss it. And then for my selfish shame promotion, I gotta promote Black Veg Society and Naijha Speaks. If you're just tuning in, you are tuning in to NaijaSpeaks.com. It is a product under the Black Veg Society where we're meeting people where they are, wherever they are, on their holistic health, vegan and plant-based journey. And when I say meeting you, it can be virtually, it can be in person, it can be in your space, it can be our space. We are meeting you where you are, literally, figuratively, however you want to take that on the journey. So please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Tell a friend. When you support us, this is how we're able to support others that are doing things in this movement. Okay. Time is valuable, and I can't get this time back. So I'm spending this 30 minutes to share with Vonettia and talk to everybody about what she's doing in Richmond and just in general in this Black vegan movement space, because it is an important space because we are underrepresented and underfunded, and we need your support. So please, let's do that. I appreciate it. Vonettia, last words, anything else that you want to share before we tune out?
Veggie Mijas, y'all, I don't want to not mention them, but Veggie Mijas is building a Richmond chapter. And so I'm excited. Like, if you have some friends that are Latina and they need to come out, matter of fact, we do need y'all to come out. I'm trying to learn how to cook me some arroz con habichuelas the right way. I need it to be veganized.
Vegan, man. Black vegan, man. I was just checking out her page, man. She's like, I haven't even seen her or tasted her food yet. I want to get Black vegan.
You see, oh my God. I mean, my niece is Puerto Rican, but she is the meat eater. Yes, but she they ain't ready yet. So it's like she'll do it when I'm coming to visit. But it's like, I need you to give me some new information. Make something for me to try. Like, let me do something different. But it's fun, and it's all about love. It's all about togetherness and being connected. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to build relationship and love each other, rejoice together, and mourn together. And this will give you an opportunity to come across the street and meet some friends, make some family. You never know who you're going to meet at a veg fest, and it'd be a lifelong partnership.
Yeah, we
got
come out
it. Join us. Yes.
Send Greg over to help her cook. Yeah, I'm trying to get Greg to get the Black Vegan book. She has a book coming out in July, so we're going to order that. As soon as I saw it this morning, I was like, "We gotta get this! I want some for Mofongo."
Right. My goodness.
Well, folks, thanks again for tuning in. Please, one more time with the flyer. If you're in the Richmond area, if you're looking for somewhere to travel out during the Juneteenth time, if you're on vacation out there, wherever, stop by the Juneteenth Vegan Experience. You're not going to want to miss it. So please show up, show out, June 17th, 2023, Richmond, Virginia, outside of the Flying Squirrel Stadium. It is going to be a fun time. Thanks again, Vonettia, for joining and letting us know what you're up to. And I hope to see you again, and stay blessed. All right. Stay blessed, everyone. Be safe with all the smoke that's going on out here. That's a whole nother story. All right. Have a good one.